guys, welcome back to Let's Play Grandia 3. Last time we learned about Miranda and her awesome character. This time we have to go save Gladys.
No! Let me go! Miranda! I'm warning you. Let Gladys go right now.
I'm looking for somebody who may have wandered in here during the night. A young blonde girl by the name of Elfina. She's what you call a communicator. Seen her?
A communicator?
If you're smart, and just hand her over. I won't hurt the old lady.
Hey, did you come here with that guy in black?
In black? What are you talking about?
Help! Rescue me, Yuki! Stop him! This brute's trying to kidnap me! Hurry!
I'm not trying to kidnap you.
Since he can't find that blonde girl he's searching for, he's going to carry off vibrant, young, beautiful me instead!
Oh, Murad, are you insane?
Then after he kidnaps me, he'll likely sell me into slavery on the mainland for a handsome price, and I'll be forced to work at some sleazy bar for the rest of my natural life. That's it, isn't it? That's what you're planning? You monster!
Shut up, you old bag!
Please, God, no.
Now that's really pathetic. But enough fun. We're gonna have to ask you to leave now.
Don't you think there would be better ways to come into the village and ask about Elfina? Other than taking somebody hostage, you know, logic. Time for some more advanced moves. Oh, never mind. Stupid tutorial. Here comes the cancel. This interrupts the enemy's attack. Yes, we went over this last time, but we'll do it again. Anyway, cancel works when the person being canceled is between the command and the act gauge over in the top left there. Why don't you give it a try? Hit him with a critical. Alright, there we go. And if you look what happened on the IP gauge, depending on which attack you use individually, your character will start anywhere from pretty much where it is to even further along on the IP gauge. It just depends on what the recovery is from the move that you use. Like the defend command will put you close to where the boss there is on the gauge. But when you cancel someone, they pretty much always go about there on the gauge where the boss is right there. And unfortunately, he's pretty fast there. Alright. Hit him with a critical. Good thing he's slow.
You're in for a beating, you little brats!
Enemy starts doing something like that, you better watch out. Silently get ready to use magic or a special move. It's another good time to use a cancel attack. Okay. So basically he's a punching bag right now. I almost forgot. Some special moves also work as cancels. Special moves can't be dodged. Use one if you absolutely have to cancel an attack. Alright. Sure thing.
Here I go!
You're in for a beating, you little brats!
I think you got it. Yeah, they basically planned it out so that you'll always have time. And yeah, he's gone. Bye-bye.
All right, we did it!
And we get a whole lot of nothing for that tutorial fight, which is good. We shouldn't get anything.
I'll get you for this. Remember that. I swear, you'll pay dearly.
Okay, then.
I'm so sorry. He would never have come here if it wasn't for me.
Don't be silly, Elfina. You hear me?
Miranda,
There isn't a bad person in this entire village. Any one of them would be happy to help you. I know one in particular. Right there.
Yeah, that dork over there. Don't mind the
What is
clueless
it?
look.
What are you two talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Yes, nothing.
A change in plans. We have to leave the village right away before those thugs return. So, tell me when you're ready to head out of here, Yuki.
Alrighty, we can do that. Assuming things load. Thank you. Alright, first things first. There is now another item we can get here. Talk to the old man. It's good to feel young, but don't forget your real age. To those younger me, hold out your hand, Yuki. We get the life up skill. Very important you pick this up because you're not going to get another instance of this skill for quite some time, and it's particularly helpful. I'll treasure it. Yeah, I'll go over how to set things up. No, shut up. What about you? What's the big idea? Missing all kinds of chances to pull off aerial combos. Oh, bother. I'm not going to talk to you. I will go over aerial combos when we actually can do them. Store's open now. Buy items. We want to buy a small sword, which is better for you. And we want to buy some armor, which is also better for you. Let's see here. That restores 300, 600. Revival. I think I want to pick up another couple of those. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Let's see. Luckily, you can equip right in the menu. Let's throw those on. And yeah, that's... Nope. I wanted to go and sell. Now, the Silver Wrench. His first weapon sells for 500. Very good idea. Do not sell life up. And we can get rid of that. Now, we've done that. We need to head over and buy some nice stuff at the magic shop now that we can actually buy stuff. This game's got an interesting take on magic here. Let's buy some magic here. I've got a list right in front of me here. We want a Diggin. Increases both defense and resistance. It's actually quite nice. We want to buy a Crackle. And let's see, we already have one heal. I would like to get heal on everybody. Let's see, yes. And I want to buy a Howl. And I had noted to get a Tremor, but I already have one of those, so that doesn't matter. Good, I had enough money for it. Now, in order to equip things, we need to go to our setup screen. Now, our magic level and our skill level, those will level up. I'll go into those in a moment here. Alright, so Elfina, I'm going to give you the life up skill since you have the lowest amount of HP. And set up magic. Let's start giving some characters magic. I want to give you... Take that off. I want to give you a heal and a howl. And I want to equip you with heal and diggin'. And you already have a heal. I want to give you a burn and a crackle. There we go. Both of these are single targeting spells. Crackle is actually quite powerful for this point in the game. So very good idea to pick that up. Howl, not quite so powerful, but it hits more than one enemy. And heals just your basic healing spell. Tremor hits all, decently powerful and will be useful. So we'll want to do that. And if you notice here, our Lizard Hunter skill is equipped on Miranda. We could leave that there. We could put it on Yuki. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to leave well enough alone for now. Now, let's pretty much all we can do in town. So now we can take off and get ready to go. I believe we can always come back to town if we need to, but... no, I think we're all set. On the way to the Savitar Coast, or however you pronounce that, I don't know. But yeah, make sure you make a pit stop at the store and buy some stuff, and make sure to get that life up skill. That will be of great benefit to you. Now we have our first, kind of our first map to explore here. When you're walking around, you can examine your surroundings by pressing the square button, and that throws a detection thing around you. And it'll find things like treasures, items, doors, things you can interact with, save points, that kind of thing. And then we can open this, and here we get a wind egg. Now, because I no longer have any fire magic, I want to give him the wind one because it'll up the wind spell. And then over here, I want to give you the flare egg because, actually, no, I want to leave you with the other one. Never mind. I could give you that, but it's not going to benefit you any. Whatever. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, we'll just leave it. I could rearrange my spells, but I'll do it later. That's fine. Alright, so now we've got a new character, and Alfina, normally when you get a new character, if you look on the amount of SP she's got, they usually come with 9. Alright, so... there we go. We'll dagger dash you.
Stings a little, doesn't it?
So what I'm going to do with Alfina is I'm going to go for the normal attack and have Yuki go for the critical here. And this is what's called an aerial combo. And an aerial combo is using a cancel ability like critical to hit the enemy into the air, which is what happens when you cancel them, and then hitting it with a combo attack after that. Now the thing is, you can select the combo first or have someone be in the middle of a combo and come in with a critical attack if you want. And to initiate this, you can also use spells, I think like Tremor works, and Crackle, I believe, also works, so you can have them being juggled through a spell like that, and then hit them with a combo, and you'll be able to hit them with an aerial combo. What aerial combos do is they'll do some more damage, more than your basic attack, and if you defeat an enemy, it'll drop more money, or it has a higher chance of dropping an item.
I'm sorry. We had no choice.
So anyway, there's kind of your basics on aerial combos. Now you can use your sword in the field there to attack and destroy mushrooms and stuff like that, but you can also use it, as you saw me demonstrate there, to take down some enemies, or to, I guess, basically give yourself a slight preemptive attack. It's not a big one in this game like in previous games. Let's see here. There we go. I don't remember... oh, I did avoid damage with Yuki, so that's perfect. So he's going to set a bomb. I'm going to, I think, found out what they do with... uh-oh. Well, there we go.
Why not make things easier for everyone?
Unfortunately, I couldn't hit him in time, but oh well. Let's see here. System, no. Battle settings, yeah. Let's turn that off, thank you very much. I actually saw what that did there, so... pops up little messages telling you, oh, the enemy's going to use a special attack, you should cancel it. Can't do anything to that. You press circle to use your thing to blow up some mushrooms. Now, here's the unique aspect to any of the areas in this game that have destructible things like mushrooms like that. The items you're going to get from them are from a set pool of items. And it's random. You're not always going to get the same ones, but it's from the select set. So there might be 5 items you can get out of mushrooms in this area, and which one you attack every time you go in there might be different. You might only get 2 items one time and 6 the next time. You never know. So going back to an area to farm items actually can be somewhat beneficial. This matters a lot more later, but I don't even think there's really much more that we can talk about with that. This is some more initiative. We'll give that to Alfina. She's got the lowest base initiative. And so the enemies want to approach us, so let's wait for them to come to us and we'll hit them. We get our slight surprise on them there. Alright, let's demonstrate something here. Use that.
Oh, divine come, bringer of light, illuminate the darkness!
There we go, so we canceled you.
Get ready for a little slice and dice!
So these enemies are not lizard type enemies, so Miranda's not going to do any additional damage to them. You'll notice that her attacks... No, I'm not going to bother with that. Her attacks don't have that check mark on them. There we go.
We won! Thank goodness!
And Alfina levels up there. Oop. Now, if the enemies surround you like that, then unfortunately you're going to have to deal with a bunch of them. Now, just because they're flying doesn't mean they're not going to be susceptible to Earth, but they are going to resist it. So we're going to set up a basic spell here, and we're going to have Alfina just attack, and unfortunately I'm trying to get Yuki to learn something here, but he's not behaving. Yeah, the base amount of damage we get out of Tremor, even if it does a little bit reduced damage to these guys, is still pretty good. So it's going to be beneficial to use something like that if we're trying to fight a lot of enemies all at once. We got a bomb shroom and a white sulfur. And a moon cell. Wow, we're actually getting a lot of items. Normally we don't get quite as many items. Alright, so let's have... sure, we'll have you on attack there. Nope. I want to use aerial slash on that one.
Get ready for a little
You'll notice
slice
those
of
sweat
dice.
beads on the enemy, just like in the previous Grandia game. You can,
Stings a little, doesn't it?
if you try and run too far, your move will eventually run out and you won't be able to get all the way to hit the enemy. The enemies can do the same thing to you. It's not as often, but it's there.
We won! See? I can do it if I try.
Early on, the battles are pretty straightforward. You're not going to die very easily, but they do eventually get more difficult. I would like Yuki to learn his next ability. That would be helpful. Let's see. Should we demonstrate Crackle? We could demonstrate Crackle. You'll notice that we have Guild Pawn and Guild Shaman. We want to take down the Shamans with the Ice Spell, since that's pretty powerful. There we go, so we'll finish off that. Does lots of damage there. Now, Force Slash will hit a wide area. I was hoping that it would hit all of them right like that, but I guess not. Of course, now you're going to target the one that's closest to you instead of hitting all the other ones.
Tie you up anyway.
Which means I would have killed all of them, but oh well. I'm just going to use some basic normal attacks because I want Yuki to learn a new ability. You learn new abilities by using the combo once your special has reached a high enough level. Doesn't it? That's gonna hit him. Lovely. One of the interesting aspects to the battle system in this game is that, well, let's see here. No, we'll stick with normal attacks here. One of the interesting aspects is you spend more time with the battle system trying to, let's just heal Yuki there, since he's going to get hit again. Ow!
This should help.
But it's interesting, you spend a lot of the time more so working on trying to level things up than you do actually trying to execute the best strategies. Which is somewhat interesting.
Here I go.
There we go. We canceled you. And let's see. Can you deal enough damage? You can. So we finished off that one. Ow. There we go.
All right, we did it.
As you can tell, if you run into lots of enemies, you gain a lot more experience, but the battles are quite a bit more difficult. And you will often have to use your spells to heal up afterward. There we go. But we have plenty of MP, so there's not much really to worry about there. What do we got in here? I did not mean to be running away when that happened. Normally you can outrun most enemies, but not all of them. Now you're trying to do something, so I want to cancel that.
Oh, divine comet, bringer of light, illuminate the darkness!
So there we go. We canceled that one. And we'll use your... we didn't get the thing I wanted there. I was trying for an aerial combo. I don't know why he just flat out missed there. There we go. So yeah, using cancel can deal IP damage so that it will move them on the IP gauge. You may want to kind of watch for that.
I've got it.
There we go. I was trying to get this one to learn for pretty much every time I've used a combo attack with them. Using combo attack when you've attained a certain special level will allow you to learn a new move. In this case,
Feel the bite of my blade.
Whirlwind. You want to get Whirlwind
All right.
because
we did
Whirlwind is very useful early on. It hits a circular area and can be quite useful, especially if this has a big group of enemies. Unfortunately, Yuki didn't go first. Alright. Let's see. So we got this one here, so... Let's see. I'm not going to use it in this particular fight because I've already got you set up to use Force Slash. I was hoping it would level up. But yeah, as you can see, it does quite a bit of damage. Very useful early on to make use of abilities when they're in certain situations. So you're going to use Bomb. Okay. So let's see. Unfortunately, I didn't get an attack in after I launched him into the air. If you're currently attacking the enemy, even if they're not in that, between that command and act one, and you hit them with a critical while someone else is comboing them, you'll launch them into the air that way and be able to trigger aerial combos that way as well. So just kind of be aware of that.
You don't!
I tried to get it to work there, but
See? I can
didn't
do
want
it
to
if I
work.
try.
Oh well. What do we got here? Wow, that was the first one that didn't have something. That is impressive. That never happens. Alright. Now, if you knock the enemy above water or a hole, like if you're on a high path, mountain path or something like that, then you won't be able to run into them and trigger the battle once they're stunned like that. So you got to kind of be careful with stuff like that. Alright, so here's a situation where this might work. Nope. I was hoping it would work.
Here I go.
I'll eventually be able to explain why I keep trying to do things that I'm not explaining, but it kind of needs to happen for me to explain it.
And stay out of our way.
Ah, her skill level increased. And I did not mean to do that. Just trying to turn around faster. Oh well. So yeah, that's kind of the alternative there, the other side of things. Yeah, well. Alright. We'll just finish you off right there. There we go.
Why not make things easier for everyone and stay out of our way?
And your skill level went up too. Alright, so yeah, if you're ever not sure, you know, there might be items nearby, just throw one of those out there. For the most part, it's not too useful early on. So later on when the dungeon maps start to get a little more confusing. I was hoping Yuki would go first. Show off a good use of for pick one, that one, whatever. Good use for Whirlwind here, but
Get ready
let's hoping.
for a little slice
If
of
you
dice.
use a move like Whirlwind that hits multiple
Stings a little,
enemies
doesn't it?
in a situation where it's actually going to hit a lot of enemies, you have a higher chance of it kind of leveling up per se. Would you stop getting distracted and hit the enemy? Thank you. Yeah, unfortunately, early on, our skills are so slow that it takes a while to get them off. We end up getting interrupted a lot. Alright. I don't think there's anything over here. More enemies. It's rather difficult to learn when to use the circle button to attack the enemies. It's something you have to get used to over the course of playing the game. So just kind of be aware of that. Alright. Nope, can't do anything there, so we'll just go for normal attacks.
Bringer of light. Illuminate the darkness.
I want to try and cancel enemies before they can damage me. Of course, you know, it was only yesterday that I actually was able to finish my test run for the game, so I'm still thinking about moving about 6 times faster than I am at this point in time. See if we can finish you off. Only 2 HP left. Yeah, you see the sweat flying or the sweat drops on Alfina that happened there? Yeah, that's one of those situations where she ran out of move. She's not really a physically based fighter, so that's part of why she has very low move and has a hard time hitting enemies unless they're right next to her. There we go. Got another one of those.
And stay out of our way.
I don't think you get any more experience. You do a little more damage and you get more gold. Early on, it doesn't really matter. Ah, special leveled up. Nice. Go around this way. Nope. Too slow on that one. You kind of want to do that most of the time because it gets the enemies clumped up even if you don't get any kind of other benefit out of it. Let's see here. Unfortunately...
Of course.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
So we learned a new one. Stun Force, nice. Stun Force is actually more useful than you might think, considering it actually works on some bosses. Alright, finish off one. Now, Alfina's critical, or her critical attack is so slow acting, you'll almost never find a good opportunity to use it. So just kind of be aware of that. She's better off using a combo and disrupting the enemy from using an attack as opposed to trying to cancel them outright, at least early on. Hello. Come here. Okay, don't come here. I'll come there. And I'll kill you. Alright. After we're done with this area, I'll stop showing like every battle on screen. Let's see. We could use burn on them. I think they're weak to water, so that's your better option there. Let's go with some burn there. And now is probably a good time to use defend since he's about to hit me anyway, and defense gets off right away. But there's not a lot of reason to use
You're not enough for
the defend command in this game. It really is more about offensive than it is defensive. So you got your howl off anyway. I should have used something else. There we go. Ow. Yeah, the spells look quite a bit different than they did in the last game, that's for sure. Get Comet Spike out there.
Illuminate the darkness.
Most of the attacks are pretty straightforward. Yeah, normal attacks, why not? At least we'll get one of them kind of distracted. No, you're going to set up something else. Burn. Let's see. Now, you can't get it fast enough.
Cornelius. Get ready.
Well, we've already got a
for a
first
little
death.
Slice and dice. Stings a little, doesn't it?
Yeah, well. Kind of the way I play this game is a lot more kind of free and loose and not worrying about deaths and all that kind of good stuff because for the most part it really doesn't matter. You're not going to use a lot of revival. No, we don't want you to run away. Do note that
is not an option.
below the monster when you target them, you can kind of see what they're planning on doing and you can cancel it, which is a good idea. There we go. Not the most elegant victory in the world, but I think this kind of gives you a better idea of what you're going to be dealing with as when it comes to, you know, the combat in this game. Give you an idea of what you can do early on and what you'll be able to do going forward. And sometimes hit detection really sucks. There we go. What was over here that I didn't explore? A whole lot of nothing! Okay. Let's hurry up and get to that save point. Probably heal. Yeah, everybody needs healing. Yeah, unless I can take the enemies down in, you know, in enough hits or whatever so that I don't get hit at all, I don't really care about the amount of damage I'm going to take because it, for the most part, doesn't really matter. And the more you're hit, the more SP you regenerate. So, and that's, of course, a very good thing as well. Time bombs take a while to activate, so we're not too worried about that. Yeah, let's finish off that one.
O divine comet, bringer of light, illuminate the
There
dark.
we go. So yeah, we canceled him, and Yuki couldn't quite finish him up. Do note that time bombs will also damage enemies as well. It's not unique to... let's have you target that one. So yeah, no. There's that. So this time bomb will eventually damage him. Yeah, unfortunately, Alfina running around the field is not particularly useful.
Why not make things easier for everyone and stay out of our way?
I would be better off using more magic than I have been showing off. But for the most part, I like to stick with a lot of the physical attacks early on. And the specials when it comes to it. Like in this case, I can use Whirlwind to hit 3. So I'll do that. So there we go.
Fight if I play!
Is that a time bomb? No, unfortunately, that's Howl. And I was hoping to not take any damage in that one. Oh well. There we go.
All right, we did it.
Finish off enough of those guys. Gain a level for Miranda too. And we're almost to that save point. Anything else over here? So yeah, there's a step there that you have to press the button in order to jump there. So that one will be illuminated by that ability. Yeah, I don't want to go there yet. So yeah, let's go over the save point, and then I think we'll call her a day. It's a long episode anyway, but it gets us on the road and gets us to figure out some stuff. Soldier Book. Let's give that to you. That will up your life up spell or skill there. And yeah, I think that's pretty good. You got all your stuff on. So yeah, let's just save up, and then I think we'll come on, and we'll call her a day. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.